All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Meade County Local, and today you all are going to hear about this wonderful new business that has opened up in Meade County, and they're here to help you with all of your fashionable needs. You can start out with a plain t-shirt and have this wonderful color or display, your logo, whatever you're needing on this shirt, it would be placed on there. It's an amazing business, sitting here learning about how it actually all works. It's a lot of science into it. Without further ado, I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell you all the name of her business. Please tell everyone who you are.
Hello, my name is Ashley Wright, and I'm with the business called Rags. We are located here in Meade County, straight out of Flaherty. So we print t-shirts, customized businesses, sports teams, anything that you want, even personal, just if you want some t-shirts done for yourself, we can do it. So
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to tune into this. There's going to be lots of questions that are going to be asked of whether or not you're trying to start your business, get into a business, learn how the process of business works. These are some questions that we're going to be asking. If you all have any questions, you can ask them inside the comment box, and she's going to do her best to make sure to answer those questions for you. And without further ado, we're going to hop right on in. So, can you show us some of your designs, please?
all right, let's see. Something like the Punisher skull, just a little cutout. We got that one. Let's see. This is a fan favorite right here, which I'm actually wearing today. So we the people are pissed off, and a lot of us are. So that's a big seller. All right, and then we have our Second Amendment, America's original Homeland Security. And let's see, we also have this one. I love this one. It's really nice, Jesus. And then, where's one? Oh, it's right here. All right, and then we just printed this for Tri-County Cycles, Roger Bartell. If you'd like one, just let me know. And that would be the front. This is the front logo. That would be on the front pocket, and then the back of it. So there's some stuff that we have printed. That's just a handful. That's
just a little handful, ladies and gentlemen. That's just a little handful of what she can offer. So I'd like to actually hop into this, and I'd like to talk about, I mean, we're not putting down the cricket or anything. I don't want to put the cricket down, but I would like to understand the difference between the cricket and the printing that you do. Can you please tell us?
Okay, so the cricket, I think, is better for decals, and if you just want like a one or two customized shirt. I used to do the cricket a lot, and I love it. Now, the difference between ours is actually ink. It does not wash off, it does not peel off, it does not shrink, it does not crack. It is ink directly on a shirt. So that is the difference between the cricket and what we use.
Do you call that sublimation printing, or is it called ink printing, or is it silk screening?
Silk screening.
Can you please take us through a little process of how the silk screening goes?
Okay, so what you do is you have to purchase your screens. And a lot of them are, it's just kind of like a frame with a window screen in it, but they're tighter screen. Like the mesh it's called a 230 or 110s. You can use lots of different things. So what we do is we coat that screen with something called emulsion. It has to be done in a dark room, kind of like photography. And then you have to let them dry in a dark room. And then once they are dry, we take our image, which would be something like this, and we break it down, and we lay our image on a glass table, see-through. And I take a 500-watt light, and I lay it underneath the table. It takes just a few minutes, and it burns the image onto the screen. So then you take water, you wash your screen out, and then you look for any imperfections that it might have, block it all out, fix it up, and then put your ink in it, and you're ready to start printing t-shirts.
So, I mean, printing t-shirts seems to be like, when you look at a t-shirt, you don't really get to hear all the science.
Right, a lot of people don't understand, there's things that I spot on t-shirts that other people might not, But that goes for anyone, you know, like my husband with his drywall, he spots stuff on walls, you know, so there's a science in everything, just people don't really think about the depth of it all, you know, so.
So what brought your care to t-shirts and the design of the t-shirts? What put you there?
Well, actually, I was raised around it. My dad he's about 35 years experience doing it. So I grew up going to work with him and playing around in the ink and doing my own thing, and I really grew to love it. So once I got older, I kind of got into doing it with a business in Louisville, and then, you know, my path went a different way, and we just bought our first house, and I found all the equipment and everything that we needed to do it. So we got in there and just one step at a time.
Entrepreneurship is sometimes stressful, and sometimes we just the process of going about it. Some people think that you just start your job or you start your entrepreneurship and voila, here comes the cash. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, no.
Could you tell us a little bit of some of the struggles that you've gone through within starting your business, Rags?
Yes. So a lot of people might not know this, and a lot of people do. I drove around in my van with a kidney needed on the back of our car for a long time. And my husband was on dialysis for 3 years. He needed a kidney. And Valentine's Day, they called us, and they had one ready, so we got down there. He's 2 years post-transplant, and he is doing amazing. And, you know, life throws a lot of things at you. You know, we just bought our first house. I didn't realize how stressful buying your own house can be, you know.
Especially in Meade County right now.
And then in the middle of trying to move a business, and there's a lot of struggles that you face, but you just got to wake up, kick butt, and repeat. That's what you just got to keep doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hear that? Wake up, kick butt, and repeat.
Yes.
Make that a habit. Now, so tell us a little bit about going through school. Grade A student, was it your favorite thing to do, to go to school? You loved it, or what?
You know, growing up, I was a high school dropout, and yes, I had a kid at a young age. You know, I grew up young. I had to take care of my brothers and sisters a lot, and so I decided when I was working with McDonald's that they offered to pay for me to go back to school and obtain my high school diploma. So I did that. I seen that through. I graduated in year 2021 with my high school diploma, not my GED. And then when we had took a little bit of time off due to the kidney transplant and with COVID hitting and everything, I decided to go back to school. And I'm currently attending Sullivan University, and I'm halfway through my associate's degree for science and business and management and accounting. So that's the next goal for me, and just got to keep pushing every day. I just love
it. So like the people that are out there right now that are struggling and trying to go through it, they see one side of the wall and they feel as if they can't climb it. What gave you that strength to climb and then go through all the adversities that you have? What keeps you pushing? What keeps you going?
My kids and my husband.
Your why is so important.
Man, they keep me going every day. They make me want to do better. They're my everything. My husband he lights a fire under me sometimes, and I need it, you know. He pushes me to be my best, and I love him so much for that.
What is one thing that you'd say in your all's relationship that you all do for fun? Like, I know, like, I believe he has his own business. You have your own business, so like you're always constantly have to be going. How do you all actually spend time together inside of a power relationship such as yours?
We do it together. Everything we do together. I help him with drywall. He helps me with t-shirts. We make sure we have dinner together. We give the kids bath time, bedtime together. We make sure that is a priority. Family time is a must.
If there's an advice that you might be able to give to a power couple that are like maybe in the ruts and they're not able to see eye to eye, what are some things that you might be able to give to advice to that relationship for them to get over that hump?
Keep your head up. Everything always gets worse before it gets better, and God does not put anything on someone's shoulders that he knows that they cannot carry it. He will, you know, he will get through. Just keep going.
Awesome. I wanted to know your business, making t-shirts, making logos, putting things on apparel for human beings. Why do you feel like its need is here in Meade County? Why do you feel like you want your business to be here in Meade County?
Oh man, I love this county. My dad moved me out here when I was about 10 years old, which is 20 years ago, and there wasn't much here then. And I was very mad at him at first, moving me from all my friends out here in the middle of nowhere. But not long after that, Meade County really started changing, and I've really grown to love this community. They're very caring, and I've worked in town for a long time, so I've got to know faces here and there, and everyone's so caring, and Meade County is just so awesome about their local businesses. They support each other in ways that other counties do not, and I love that. So I love to help people, and there ain't nothing better than seeing somebody wearing your t-shirt that you're like, I made that.
No doubt. No doubt.
So that's it for me.
So when you're getting into your t-shirts and you're making your designs and you're creating the thing, what do you love most about the process? Like, is it the first step, the third step, or is it about?
It's all of it.
All of it.
All of it. It's all a science in itself. So, going from one thing and then seeing that transition into something else, and then seeing that transition, and then it goes, and then when it all comes together, it's just like such a feeling of gratitude, so.
How long does it take for, let's say, maybe a 30 pack if I've ordered 30 shirts?
30
how long?
shirts?
Yeah, how long do you think it would take to get it back?
Well, see, there's a lot that goes into it. It really depends on what you want on your shirt. Now, people want stuff on their sleeves, people want colors, people want images, certain spots on the front, a full back, it basically goes down to all that. It doesn't take very long. The longest process, I'd say, is getting the art done and separating the images, which don't take very long. But like if it's just a simple print, one color, 30 shirts, I could have that done in, say, a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So where do you dry all of it at?
As long as, now if I have to order your t-shirts, you're more than welcome to bring your own. If you have if you ordered 30 shirts of what you wanted and then bring me what you want me to put on them, I can do that as well. But I also do order t-shirts if you want, whatever brand. I usually go through threadsea.com and order them. They have awesome apparel choices. So, and they come in different colors, and you got your Gildan, you got different brands, Hanes and Bella and Canvas, that, different people like different materials. So it just all comes down to what the customer wants.
Now, when it goes to drying the product and putting it up, how do you store all of them? Where do you put them all out in the sun? What do you do?
No, actually, I have a dryer that's hooked up, and it's on a big conveyor belt. When they're on the printing machine themselves, I have something called a flash dryer, which dries the colors in between prints. That way the colors don't blend or stick. Everything's its own color. And then once it comes off, it goes down the conveyor belt, and it's usually about 400, 500 degrees, and it cures the ink. The ink, it cures, because if it doesn't cure, it'll crack. It will peel. But when it goes down that dryer, that's what cures that ink, is that heat, so it doesn't come off.
Here's a good question. I'd like to know, how many times did it take you to get the correct?
Oh, man. It took us a while. It always seems like once something happens, then something else happens, and then this happens. So it was a process, learning all the, and I still learn new stuff every day, every day, new things. So it's just, you just got to keep going and learn something new every day.
Now, let's say people want to get in contact with you. Let's say people want to get to the Facebook or to purchase some items, or to get in contact with you to get items made. How can they do that? Okay,
you can reach me on my phone. It's 270-980-2692, and then you can just call for a quote. You could even email me. We have an email. It is ragscustoms31@gmail.com. So either way, they can call, they can text, either one, you get a hold of me. So.
Okay, so at the end of the interview, usually I like to ask our guest a question, have them ask a question to our audience so that the audience can answer it for them. So I would like to know, is there any question that you would like to ask the viewers, any question at all?
Let's see. I would like to ask what everyone's favorite material of shirt is. I think that's different, and people don't really think about that. But you got your 50/50, your cotton, your polyester, you got Bella and Canvas, Hanes. I would like to know what everyone prefers because everybody's different. So I'd like to know what everyone's favorite brand of shirt is.
That was a really, ladies and gentlemen, what is your favorite brand of shirt? That is a very good question. That's a good one. Now, again, tell ladies and gentlemen how they can follow you, where they can get in contact with you. How can they do
Yes,
that?
I have a group on Facebook. It's Rags, all capital letters, apostrophe S. I also have it linked through our Facebook, which is Road Ashley Wright. So either that way, and then call me 270-980-2692 and get your quote today.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed this wonderful interview with Rags, and I hope that you all have enjoyed the custom apparel that you've seen that you can buy out and put on your t-shirts. And if you have your logos, again, she's ready to take your orders and put that into action. The phone number is in the description box. The phone number is on top of the screen. You do your due diligence and make the call. Please answer that question. We would love to know, what kind of t-shirt are you wanting to get? What kind of brand is it that you enjoy? Thank you so much for being on today.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've now watched the MEADE County Local. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you don't do that, you can't keep up. Duh. Thank you so much for tuning in.